Since E is the lowest possible note on a standard tuned bass, we are going to begin our scale pattern on the E note. In the key of C major, E is the third scale note. C, D, E. 1, 2, 3. So the E position is also known as the third position. Let's begin with a step-by-step approach to playing our scale. First, we'll slowly go through the scale, making sure to use the correct fingers. Then we'll practice it at 2 different speeds. Starting with the notes on the first measure, the 4th string notes, the E note is played on the open 4th string. The F note is played by holding the 1st fret using your 1st finger. Then the G note is played by holding the 3rd fret using your 3rd finger. Allow each note to ring out until the next note is played. For example, on the 4th string, when you are playing the 1st fret, hold that note until you've played the 3rd fret. Then lift the 1st finger from the 1st fret. This will give you a smooth transition between notes. If you are using your fingers to pick these notes, be sure to alternate between the middle and index finger of your picking hand. If you are using a pick, be sure to alternate your picking strokes, down, up, down. In the second measure, the 3rd string notes, play the open A, play B on the 2nd fret, 2nd finger, and play C on the 3rd fret using your 3rd finger. In the 3rd measure, we introduce the 2nd string notes. Play D open on the 2nd string, play E 2nd finger, 2nd fret, and play F 3rd finger, 3rd fret. The 4th measure brings us to the 1st string notes. Pick G 1st string open, A 2nd fret, 2nd finger. And the B note is on the 4th fret, 4th finger. Keep the thumb of your playing hand directly behind your middle finger in the center of the neck. For the scale position we just learned, your thumb should be behind the 2nd fret for all 4 strings. A lot of players like to use different fingerings when they are first learning these positions. It might be easier at first, but it doesn't flow as smoothly with the notes on the other strings. I suggest that you practice each scale position long enough to play it comfortably. Also, memorizing the notes is helpful, but it is more important to use the proper positioning. Once you are comfortable using proper fingers, move on and you'll find memorizing each note will come automatically as you play through this video course. Remember, the natural scale includes a major root note and a relative minor root note. The C major root note is on the 3rd string, 3rd fret, and the A minor root notes are on the 3rd string open and the 1st string, 2nd fret. Remembering the location of root notes will help you tremendously when writing, improvising, and playing solos. Now that we have dissected this position and learned the correct picking and fingering, let's play along with the tempo. For the beginners, we will start out at a slow tempo of 40 beats per minute, or 40 BPM. Then we'll speed it up a bit. We are playing 3 beats per measure, so the count is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. We are also going to learn the scale pattern descending. It is the same fingerings, but everything is played in reverse. Here's the scale at 80 beats per measure. If that was too slow for you, don't worry. We'll be playing a lot faster before the next section of this video. Here's a tip for beginners. An entire piece of sheet music can sometimes look menacing. Break it down into small sections that you can handle. For example, focus on the first measure. Play it, then play it again. In fact, loop it over and over until it becomes smooth. Now learn the second measure by itself. When it becomes comfortable, combine the two measures. Keep adding measure by measure. And pretty soon, you'll be playing the entire musical piece in one sitting. F is the fourth note in the C major scale. C, D, E, F. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it is also called the fourth position of the C major scale. The fourth string notes use a stretch, which may require some practice for beginner bassists. Use fingers 1, 2, and 4 for the fourth string, and fingers 1, 2, and 4 for the third and second strings. Use fingers 1, 3, and 4 for the first string. Remember, allow each note to ring out until the next one is played. Also, always alternate your picking strokes. For the F position, your thumb should be behind the third fret. If these groups of notes are giving you trouble, you can use different fingers until you are more comfortable with the suggested fingerings. If you consider yourself an intermediate or advanced player, learn the correct fingerings. You will find your playing will become more fluent and you will sound noticeably better. For this position, the C major root notes are on the third string, 3rd fret, and the first string, 5th fret. A minor root notes are on the 4th string, 5th fret, and the first string, 2nd fret. We'll play this slow, then speed it up, starting at 60 beats per minute or 60 BPM, then again at 120 BPM for more advanced players. Play along with a metronome starting at a slow pace, and when you can repeat a section a few times without error, increase the tempo 3 to 5 notches. If you can still play it comfortably at that pace, increase the tempo more. Do this until you reach your breaking point, and make a note of the tempo. If your top speed is 100 beats per minute, try for 105 the next day, then 110 the day after. Keep doing this, and you'll be playing lightning fast in no time. The G or 5th position C major scale has us starting on the 3rd fret of the 4th, 3rd, and 2nd string with the 1, stretch, 2, 4 positioning. Then move up to the 1, 2, 4 position, starting on the 4th fret of the 1st string. For this entire position, your thumb will be behind the 5th fret. The C major root notes are on the 3rd string, 3rd fret, and the 1st string, 5th fret. The A minor root notes are on the 4th string, 5th fret, and the 2nd string, 7th fret. We'll start at 70 BPM for a slow run, then 140 BPM for advanced players. A is also the root or first position of the minor scale. The A position uses fingers 1, 3, 4, starting on the 5th fret of the 4th and 3rd strings, and fingers 1, stretch, 2, 4 for the 2nd and 1st string. Place your thumb behind the 6th or 7th fret for this entire position. You might even shift it when you move up to the 2nd and 1st strings. The C root notes are on the 4th string, 8th fret, and the 1st string, 5th fret. A minor root notes are on the 4th string, 5th fret, and 2nd string, 7th fret. Here's this position at 80 BPM and again at 160 BPM. B is the 7th tone in the C major scale, so B is also considered the 7th position. Here, we're playing our B note starting on the 7th fret of the 4th string, and this position uses fingers 1, 2, and 4 for the 4th and 3rd strings, and fingers 1, 3, and 4 for the 2nd and 1st strings. Your thumb can rest behind the 8th fret for the entire position. The C root notes are on the 4th string, 8th fret, and the 2nd string, 10th fret. An A minor root note can be found on the 2nd string, 7th fret. The C, or first position C major scale, starts on the 8th fret of the 4th string. You're going to use fingers 1, 2, and 4 for all 4 strings, with your thumb behind the 10th fret. On the 4th and 3rd string, we use positions 1, stretch, 2, 4, starting on the 8th fret, and for the 2nd and 1st string, we move up to the 9th fret and use the non-stretch 1, 2, 4 position. The C major root notes are on the 4th string 8th fret and 2nd string 10th fret. There's an A minor root note on the 3rd string 12th fret. The D or 2nd position of the C major scale has a start on the 4th string 10th fret with fingers 1, 3, and 4, and fingers 1 stretch 2, 4 for the rest. The C major root note is on the 2nd string 10th fret. The A minor root notes are on the 3rd string 12th fret and 1st string 14th fret. Here is the E or 3rd position again. This is the octave of the open position. Notice that the notes in the E octave position are patterned identically to the notes of the open position. It is the same position played 1 octave or 12 notes or frets higher. This can be applied to every position that we learn. F, starting with the 13th fret of the 4th string. G with the 15th fret, A with the 17th, B on the 19th fret, C on the 20th, and D on the 22nd fret, provided that your bass guitar's frets go high enough. The octave E position starts on the 12th fret. The 4th string notes are played with your 1st, 2nd, and 4th fingers. Strings 3 and 2 are played with your 1st, 3rd, and 4th fingers. And the 1st string uses the 1 stretch 2, 4 position. The C major root note is on the 3rd string 15th fret. A minor root notes are on the 3rd string 12th fret and 1st string 14th fret.